Hi, dear students. Welcome to the grammar class. Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Ruben, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. Laura, make a short introduce, please.
Okay, my name is Laura Sarmiento. I am 18 years old and I am in modern language.
Okay. Where are you from, Laura?
I am from Colombia. I live in
Okay. And what do you do?
I am a student.
Okay. Okay. You are very young. Okay, dear students, in this moment, I wanna share with you some slides to start the class. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
No, teacher.
No, teacher. I can see your screen.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. One moment, please. Okay, now, yes or not? Please,
Yes,
Ruben, can you? Yes?
yes.
Okay, okay. These are the objectives. In this slide, there are three objectives. Lastly, read the first objective. Ruben and the other student, Julie, is Julie? Is Julie the other student?
No, Laura.
Laura,
No,
excuse me, Laura. Okay,
teacher.
tell me,
Teacher,
Ruben.
I can see the screen. Can you give me the slide by the chat? I I don't know, or I don't know.
I don't understand, Ruben. Repeat, please.
Um, Teacher, you can send me the link of enviarme, profe,
Ah,
de pronto el enlace para yo verlo, porque no me cargan la pantalla, no veo.
yo te lo enviaría al finalizar la clase, ¿oíste? Te enviaría todas las
Ah,
diapositivas, ¿oíste?
es una diapositiva. Ah, bueno, profe, es
Sí,
que no,
son
no.
diapositivas.
Voy a colgar y voy a entrar otra vez. Voy a colgar y voy a entrar a ver si de pronto puedo ver la
Okay,
pantalla.
okay. I
Bueno,
continue with Laura. Laura,
vale.
um, students will be able to differentiate between the relative pronoun and the interrogative pronoun. Now, you continue, please.
Students will be able to decline the relative pronoun in all of its forms.
Continue.
Students will understand that the relative agrees with its antecedent in gender and number, but its case is determined by its syntax in the clause.
Okay, okay, dear Laura. Um, okay. Um, in this conversation, there are two people, John and Sandra. In our case, I will be John, and you will be Sandra. Okay. I start. there's so much stuff in here. Are all these things really ours? I mean, whose bathing suit is this? Is it yours or your grandmother's?
Hey, it's mine, and I like it.
And whose clothes are these?
Oh, they are my sisters. She is storing some things here while she is away. The
The,
jewelry,
the jewelry?
the jewelry here's too. How? Look at these helpful earrings. She has such weird taste.
Um, but those are yours. I bought them for you.
Oh, you did? Sorry. I guess they are not so bad.
Okay, Laura, look at the pictures. What are John and Sandra doing? What is in, what is in their closet?
They are talking. No? The
Okay, talking about
about
about about what?
about the Sandra's family, like her sisters. No?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. About look at.
The clothes. Yeah,
Perfect,
the
perfect. The
clothes.
clothes. Okay, okay, perfect. Very good. Now, look at. Now, you choose the correct question and the correct answer according the last conversation or according the conversation. See, the conversation past, the past conversation.
Yes, teacher.
What is the correct question in the first point?
Who is? Who
Mhm.
apóstrofe S. La segunda. The second one.
Okay, okay. Eh, mm, excuse me. In look at who is the correct question. Organize or read complete
Okay,
the
okay.
correct question.
Who is bearing sweet is this? The second one.
This
Yeah, yeah.
perfect. And what is the correct answer?
It's my, no, it's mine. The
Perfect.
second one. Yeah.
Perfect. Continue.
Um, whose earrings are these? Are are they yours?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. The answer?
No, they are my sisters. All the um, jewelry is her.
Julie
Jewelry is her.
is her is her this or this?
Her.
Her.
I guess. Ah,
Her.
hers. Okay, okay.
Sí. Porque tú estás diciendo todas esa joya es de ella.
Ah, de ellas.
De ella.
Vale.
Ok, continue.
Does all this stuff belong to us?
Ajá.
Mm, yes, it's all ours.
Ok.
They are all our things. Ours things. Oh no, all nuestras cosas.
nuestras cosas.
Es que no sé si la S sería como muy redundante. No sé.
En cuál? ¿En cuál?
En la
¿Aquí?
última. Sí, ours.
Sí, es esto. Porque son nuestras, o sea, son
Nuestra.
nuestras.
Vale, vale.
Ok, perfecto. Ok, esto vamos a colocar aquí. Ok. In this moment, I share with you an video. Pay attention, please. And video about
Interrogative pronouns have the function of asking
about the interrogative and relative pronouns.
about interrogative and relative pronouns. Now, we've grouped these together because they're very similar. So if you look at interrogative pronouns, these include who, whom, whose, lots of who words, and then a couple more, which and what. And then if you look at the relative pronouns, these are almost identical. So we have who, whom, whose, pretty much the same, which, and then there's one minor difference here. Instead of what, we have that. And that's the only difference. So what's going on here? Why do we have two categories? Well, they have a different function. And interrogative pronouns have the function of asking questions. Think of an interrogation where you're asking questions and trying to find answers. So if you say, for instance, who did that? That's a question, and we've used who in the interrogative form. There are a couple of other words that seem to fit into this category as well. In fact, they do, and these are whoever and whomever. But these words are fairly rare, so you don't necessarily have to remember these. And the main ones are these five: who, whom, whose, which, and what, which ask questions. So interrogative pronouns are fairly straightforward. Relative ones are a little bit different and a little bit trickier as well. So relative ones relate extra information. Think of them as relating extra information, and they typically introduce a dependent clause. So they introduce a dependent clause. And we'll just give you a quick example here. If we say, Bob, who emailed me, we can keep the sentence going, of course, but we have Bob, there's a noun, and then what who does, what this relative pronoun does, is it refers back to a noun, and then it introduces extra information about that noun. So this extra information, all of this together, is the relative clause. So the relative clause, and a relative clause is a kind of dependent clause. Okay, so we start with our noun, then we introduce some extra information, and we use the relative pronoun to introduce that information. One final observation, there are a few other words that can act in the same way as a relative pronoun. So these are words like what, and when, and where. So these tend to be other parts of speech, but you may see them acting like a relative pronoun. So if we take an example here, let's talk about that time when we went, I don't know, when we went bowling. There we go. When we went bowling. Then in this case, time is our noun. When is acting a bit like a relative pronoun. It refers back to time, and then it introduces this extra information. So we can see the same kind of pattern, even though when is typically an adverb or a conjunction and is not usually included as a relative pronoun. One extra thing to notice here, I said there was only going to be one final thing, but here's one more thing. That is often a relative pronoun, but as we've said in the video on demonstrative pronouns, it can also be a demonstrative pronoun, and in that case, it's pointing to something. So this example here is of a demonstrative pronoun, and it refers to time. So which time? That time. There's a kind of pointing going on there. So that's it for interrogative and relative pronouns.
Okay, Laura, tell me what's um, what what is interrogative pronoun, and what are the difference between interrogative pronouns and relative pronouns?
Interrogative is um, for do questions, and
Mhm.
relative is like answer or do or did do or do a sentence. Yeah,
Mhm.
he said that time. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions, para hacer preguntas. And relative pronouns are used to relate more information in the sentence. Okay? Ok, continuamos. Very good, Laura. In this slide, you can see more information about interrogative pronouns. Pay attention. Interrogative pronouns are used to ask questions, como tú dijiste, para hacer preguntas. Um, the most interrogative pronouns used are these: who, whom, whose, what, and which. Who? Read, please. Read, read
Um,
about who.
who for people use it as the subject of a verb.
For example,
Who loves pies? Who won yesterday? ¿Quién?
perfect. Ok, ¿quién? Pero hace en la oración la función de sujeto, de subject, porque está preguntando, ¿quién ama los pasteles? ¿Verdad? Y aquí, ¿quién ganó ayer? Observa. Hace, es el sujeto, está preguntando. Ok, continue.
Who
Whom?
for people use it as the object of a verb or preposition. Example, you saw whom, you went with whom. I don't know what is the meaning of whom. Whom.
Eh, whom también es quién, pero
¿Quién?
fíjate, in this example, whom is used as as object pronoun, es decir, dice, tú viste a quién o tú fuiste con quién, ¿ok? Pero entonces ya no es como un sujeto, sino como un
Objeto,
objeto.
sí.
For that reason, is in this position. Final the sentence. Okay, continue. Whose?
Whose. For people use it for possession.
Possession, sí, okay.
Possession. Whose is this? Whose won the race?
Okay,
¿Quiénes? ¿Quién más?
¿quiénes? Ok, es pertenencia. It's very easy identify in one sentence. Porque tú miras el sentido de la oración y ves a quién, o sea, es de pertenencia. Perfect. Continue. What?
What?
What is very easy.
Yeah. What? For people, used for animals and things. What is that? What do you mean?
Perfect. And which?
Which? Um, for people, used for people, animals, and things. Which is smarter? Which is faster? Which is heavier?
Okay. What is the meaning of which?
¿Cuál?
What is which?
Which, creo que es cuál.
¿Cuál? Perfect.
Sí.
Okay. Okay, very good. Vamos por aquí. It's your turn. Say this. It's your turn. With a partner, write one example with each interrogative pronoun shared with your classmates. You can follow the example in the previous slide. Okay. In this moment, I want that you write in the chat two sentences using um, using one interrogative pronouns. You choose one interrogative pronouns and write one sentence. And you choose another interrogative pronouns and you write a other sentence. Okay? Okay. Okay. Okay, Laura, I will wait for your sentence.
Okay, teacher.
Two sentences.
Profe, ¿puedes volver a mostrar la presentación, por favor?
Of course.
Gracias.
Of course. Here.
Gracias.
Ruben is here or not?
Yes,
Ah, okay, Ruben.
yes, teacher, I'm here,
No
but
problem.
I I'm not watching the screen.
You are
I don't know.
observing.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Perfect, Laura. Your example is very good. Who want to eat cake and what time is it? Okay, the topic is clear for you. Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, continue. Let's continue. Mm, This interrogative and relative pronouns. Ah, acá. Un momentico. Okay, Laura. Let's play, Laura. Let's play. Prepare. Oh my God. Okay, Laura. Let's play, Laura. Vamos a jugar. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay. Um, Read this sentence and complete with one of this work. Of this work.
Uh, I talked to the girl
Mhm.
um, who car
Perfect.
had broken down in front of the shop.
Bueno, okay. Continue. Ruben, can you see the exercise?
No, teacher, I can see the screen.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
know what is the reason.
No problem, no problem. I can send the video, okay?
Ah, okay, teacher.
Okay. Continue, Laura.
Mr. Richards um, who is a taxi driver live on the corner.
Okay, continue.
I live in a house in Norwich. Um,
This is possible answer. These are possible answer.
which I am not sure.
Mm, bueno, continue.
This is the girl who comes from Spain.
Who?
Yeah, who?
Perfect.
That's
Continue.
Peter, the boy um, who has just arrived at the airport. Airport.
Mhm.
Um,
Haces.
thank you, thank you very much for your email. Um, sí, casi todas son como who. Se me hace, tal vez.
Pero fíjate que allí puede ser gracias, muchas gracias por el email, el cual estaba o fue muy interesante.
Ah,
Entonces,
sí. Which.
ah, vamos a ver.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ok.
The man um,
Ujú. Ahora acuérdate de cuando es posesión, que es whose, possession.
yeah. The man whose waiter is a professor forgot his umbrella.
Ujú.
The children uh,
Ajá.
who
Ok.
shouted in the street are not from our school.
Ok. Uh, do you know what
No,
is
no. Shouter, no. No, teacher.
grito?
Grito. El
Los,
niño, sí,
los
grito.
niños.
Así los niños. Entonces ahí no sería who. Whose. ¿Quiénes gritaron?
mm, eh, are you sure? Are you
I
sure?
think could be whose.
Pero no, no te están hablando de una pertenencia allí. Te están diciendo los
Ah,
niños
sí.
quienes gritaron o que gritaron
En
en
la
la
calle.
calle no están en nuestra
No son
escuela.
de nuestra escuela,
No
sí.
son de nuestra escuela.
Sí,
Ok,
sí.
continue.
Whose? The car whose driver is a young man is from Ireland.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And the last sentence.
What did you do with the money? Em, ¿Cuál es que era la otra profesora?
Ah,
Em,
ok.
which?
Ok, Laura. Let's check.
A ver.
Oh, Laura, you are very intelligent. Congrats. Una solita mala.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Let's continue. Okay, this is the homework. Aquí. Okay. Time to speak. In pairs, write a conversation where you need to use interrogative and relative pronoun. When you finish, orally present into your classmates. Okay? Again, you should write two sentences in the chat. Two sentences with relative and interrogative pronouns. Okay?
O sea, una con interrogativo y otra con relativo.
No, ambas con dos.
Ah, listo, listo.
Oh,
Vale,
no, 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 no problem, no problem. Eh, las dos con relative pronouns, because the past sentence were with
the
interrogative
yeah,
pronouns.
yeah, teacher.
Okay, continue please. Rubén, pero tú puedes escribir por el chat. Escribe, write two sentences, one sentence with relative pronouns and another sentence with interrogative pronouns.
¿Dos y dos, profe?
Um, I say you or I tell you that you can write two sentences in the chat in the chat scene. Okay,
Okay, teacher, I'm going to write a sentence.
perfect. Okay, Laura, very good. Okay, Laura, very, very good. Laura, please, you have 1 minute to write five interrogative pronouns. You have 1 minute. Do you understand me?
Teacher, can you repeat, please?
You have now you have 1 minute to write five interrogative pronouns. No five sentences, only five interrogative pronouns.
Pero tengo que escribirlas y luego leerlas.
Yes, five words,
Okay, okay.
interrogative pronouns that you learn in the class. For example, who is interrogative pronouns. Four, another four interrogative pronouns. Okay, Ruben, what is your favorite movie? Perfect. And who lives near to my house? Perfect, Ruben. Perfect. Two sentence. Uh, two sentence have interrogative pronouns. Ruben. Now write another sentence with relative pronoun, please.
Okay, teacher.
Laura, you don't understand me. I don't tell you write a sentence. I tell you write five interrogative pronouns. Only 5 words. Word.
Ah, ok, ok. Solo decir las palabras.
Perfect. I
Ay,
need.
ok. Who, whom, whose, what, and which.
Perfect. Is the most usually.
Yeah,
There are another interrogative pronoun, but these are the most used.
okay, teacher.
Okay, Laura, the topic is clear for you. Congrats. Um, Ruben is writing. Um, Vamos a esperar un ratico a Rubén. Laura, I gonna show the homework for you. This is the homework, Laura. This is the homework. Perdón, homework. Um, you gonna create a very okay. Vamos a escuchar. Rubén writing. Which books do you like to read? Okay, Rubén. Okay, thanks. This is the homework. This is the homework. Oh my God. Okay, this is the homework. Um, in your free time, you can do or you can make this task is very important. Do it because you can explain the difference between relative pronoun and interrogative pronoun in in any digital tool, PowerPoint, Python, etc. Do you understand? Laura, do you understand?
I catching.
Yes. You gonna do um, slides where you explain the difference of interrogative and relative pronouns and provide samples. Then you send the task by Skype to me.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, the class is over. Do you have any question about the topic?
No, teacher. Thank you so much.
Okay, Laura, thank you for your attention, and I hope see you in the next encounter. For me, will be a pleasure to teach another topic. Bye bye.
Have a great day, teacher.
Rubén, bye bye,
Bye,
Rubén.
teacher. Thank you.
Okay, Rubén. Bye.
Bye, teacher.